Hello there. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've had a rough week actually. I was due for my antibody infusion. My levels were pretty low and so my energy was pretty low. So I haven't been on much, but I have been busy behind the scenes making 3 new bath and body products for you. And each of these items are things that I have used personally, that I mix for myself and have done for a while. Back when Pinterest became a new thing, I got a little Pinterest heavy and I started learning how to live more frugally and create and mix my own things. And I've really fine-eyed and changed a lot of recipes into what I feel is the best. And I love them and I am so excited to get to share with you. So first, I did just come out of the shower. I'm all wet-haired, and the first product just to show you really quickly is Scalp Alchemy. So what's in this little 10 ml bottle is argan oil and a blend of essential oils that I have found that helps make the scalp nice and clean, helps prevent itching, helps prevent bugs. If you live in an area or have kids that go to school that might bring them home. It also is great when you have a shampoo that you've built up so long and then you get like this film over your hair and you typically need to change shampoos at that point because of it. Instead, just add a few drops of this to your hand. So put your shampoo in your hand, add a few drops of this, wash your hair, and I can feel it. I can feel that it's refreshed and tingly. I'm also going to use this at the end after I'm done showing you something else, because I don't want to add the oil to my hands right now because I just washed and cleaned and my hands are all fresh and clean. So I'm going to go through actually how I do my facial routine. So there's 3 parts to facial skin routine. 1 is cleanse, 2 is tone, and 3 is moisturize. So cleansing, of course, we need to get all the old dirt off and everything. And a beautiful esthetician friend of mine suggested that I use raw organic honey. And I thought, what? Really? Organic honey? Just honey. Okay, so think about it though, honey is antibacterial, antifungal, and it's a great natural source. So I've been doing the natural honey now for at least 8-9 months where I just clean with honey. I do have an older bottle of honey that is crystallized a little bit, and so then that gives me a little bit extra exfoliation, which is kind of nice. So I get an extra scrub. So you might want to consider stashing a bottle back in the back of your cabinet or something like that for that purpose. And so I use that for cleansing. Toning is the second thing that I do. So I cleansed while I was in the shower earlier. Toning, all I do is witch hazel. Now this witch hazel has some lavender added to it. The brand doesn't really matter necessarily more than what's in it. You want just pure witch hazel. And when you look at the ingredients, it'll say like purified water, glycerin, certified organic witch hazel, aloe leaf juice is added to this one, which is fine. A little bit of lavender, which I love lavender, and flower water fragrance, which is from natural lavender, citric acid, grapefruit seed extract, or you can just get plain witch hazel. It's fine too. I would actually use just plain witch hazel, and after this bottle is done, that's what I plan to do. So I'm gonna take my glasses off and just kind of take you through. Some people put their witch hazel on a cotton ball. Personally, I don't like the waste. I just add it to my hand and just apply. And I do go over my eyes, but you know, anytime you're doing your eyes, you want to make sure that you're not pushing, pulling. And then I'm going to do my neck also, because I do the same with the honey, the toner, and my moisturizer. So now I'm toned. That helps shrink your pores get back in so that toxins can't get back into your skin. Your skin is the largest organ in your body. It eats anything that you feed it. And so if you if you feed it toxins or, you know, store-bought brand makeup or store-bought brand, you know, typical like drugstore brand kind of items or cleansers or whatnot, that's actually getting ingested into your body, your whole body, because your skin is going to process that, and then it has to internalize and go through your body in some way. So I'm really big on being as natural, as pure as possible, and all of these are 100% natural ingredients. I don't add anything, I don't hide anything. I do hide my recipe though, so you won't know my recipe and you won't know all of the essential oils that I add, because I do add my own blend. So then comes to my product. After you tone, this is my Hebe facial cream. And Hebe was the Greek goddess of youth, so I couldn't help but name it after her. And so I've got a few bottles of these that I'm gonna put on my Facebook. This is pure, it's more than 50% hyaluronic acid. It is, which helps retain your moisture. It also has rosehip oil, which has like vitamin A, vitamin C, E, like all these beautiful things that are wonderful for you. And then a blend of essential oils. One of those is helichrysum, which is really good. And you'll notice it almost has like a medicinal smell to it a little bit, but it does go away. So all you need is, let's get my hand here right. 1 squirt, that's it. I want to show this to you a little bit. See how it's kind of green in color? You see that? And it's kind of runny. So what I'm going to do is actually rub it together. And go upwards. You know, we want to go against gravity because gravity does enough of its own work on us as we age and get older. That feels good. And then I also have a few of these I'm gonna put in the shop. This is my personal one. I like to keep this by the bed because what I like to do is apply my moisturizer. I use it morning and night. And then I use this to help bring it up. And so I do, again, against gravity, go upwards. And it's also just a beautiful massage. It feels so good, and you can find the routine or pattern along your face that you like the most. Treat this as a chance also, as a time to kind of treat yourself to a massage, because we do so much through the day, and it's nice to give back to ourselves a little bit, hence self-care. All right, I'm gonna go up my neck. Kind of looks like I'm shaving or something. This is made out of green aventurine. This stone is green aventurine. And green aventurine is about growth. So as I'm doing this, I'm imagining and feeling that new beautiful cells are growing and coming in. Now, I do not do the larger side around my eyes. If you're very careful and you don't add pressure, you can. If you're just wanting to use it to kind of spread, you can very gently with the smaller one. But remember, no pressure. The skin around our eyes are very ultra sensitive. You know, any too much stretch or pull or anything is too much and can cause wrinkles. So you can do that. And then I also want to share with you, I was diagnosed with migraines when I was 8 years old, so I've had my fair share of migraines. This is also a great tool along your temples. Oh, feels so good, even though I don't have a migraine. Also, along this supraorbital arch here, so supra means above, orbital. Orbital, typically in anatomy, is your eye. And then this is an arch right here, so you can use either the big side or the small side. Kind of like the small side here better. Another really cool tip to teach you is if you feel with your finger along here, there's like a little notch about right there. You can feel how it just slightly indents. That is the supraorbital notch. And what happens there is all the nerves that feed into your face go through here. So they're inside your brain or inside, you know, your skull there, come out through the supraorbital notch, and then it feeds down into your face. So if you're stressed, if you're having a headache, This is one of the best things to do. I'll do that, and then I'll go over my eye like that, and then my temple. Just be careful near the hairline, because this will grab hair if you're not careful with that. And then another thing I like to do is along the eye here, and then along the zygomatic bone here. So this is your cheekbone, the zygomatic, and you can kind of go like this. And that feels good too. And then, of course, you can get your lower jaw, especially if you have TMJ. This is great right in here. I also get TMJ issues as well. And just do your jawline. It's just such a nice massage, nice way to kind of treat ourselves. And so that is my routine. A little bit longer since I talked about it on video, but I do that every morning, every evening. And then back to the scalp Alchemy. Although it's made for the scalp, I also, after I wash my hair, I like to add just a little bit to the ends of my hair, because this has got argan oil, which is beautiful. So I'm just gonna I'll do 4 drops and rub that in a little bit. Now that I'm oiled up by argan oil, I'm not gonna touch my face. So I'm just gonna slightly kind of put this in. Obviously I live out in the country, so there are bugs. It is kind of nice to have something in your hair. And it smells kind of pepperminty, kind of refreshing. And then with a comb or a brush, you're just gonna wanna brush that in. You don't wanna add extra oil to the scalp, because that can make you too oily. But when you're using this with your shampoo, you're ending up washing it out, so that's fine in that manner. But if you're gonna add it afterwards, only put it on the ends of your hair and then brush your hair. And you know, little bits will come up, but it's not gonna come up too high. So that's that. And on nights when I don't wash my hair and I'm taking a bath, which I absolutely love, my last product that I am releasing are my own bath salts. I love bath salts. I make my own all the time. And so this is a blend of Epsom salts, baking soda, jojoba oil, dried lavender. I actually harvested and dried and blended this lavender myself. Dried lavender flowers, and a blend of sleepy, nice, dreamy essential oils. So these bags are 4.5 pounds each. So you get a lot of baths out of these, which is really nice. And I'll have those on my site as well. Please comment with any questions that you may have, and I will do my best to respond to you. And I will put the Etsy link to my shop in the description as well, so you can find all of these products. And the more you buy, the more I'll make. So let me know what you think of these products. I love them. I hope you do too. And have a beautiful, depending on what day you're watching this, morning, evening, weekend, weekday, whatever it may be for you. So bye-bye.